Hello boxing fans and welcome back to Andy's Cavern. Big fight on this weekend. Usyk, Dubois rematch. So I felt I should make a video discussing it, a wee preview as to what I think might happen. I seen Usyk being interviewed for there was a kind of face-off thing with Darren Barker was hosting it. And Usyk's, I think he was saying that he still loves boxing and he thinks boxing's oxygen to him. He does still seem to be dedicated, very dedicated if you watch his training and stuff and that. Dubois, all he talked about was bringing chaos to the ring. Now, when he says that, does he mean he's prepared to break the rules to try and beat Usyk? So is he talking fighting legal or fighting illegal? I don't want to mention the low blow, excuse me, which was a low blow in my book. Is that what he's going to do again? Is he going to risk getting himself points deducted or whatever? I think I've heard them mention by any means necessary, so nobody's really questioned him on that, on the mainstream media. So I don't know, make of that what you want. But anytime Darren Barker asked him what happened in the 9th round, he I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to go there. So it's obviously a sore point. He doesn't. He must have some. He's wanting to blank that out, isn't he? When he got stopped in the 9th round, I think it was. Yeah. So I mean, Usyk's 11 years older than Dubois. I noticed Carl Froch said that he was 11 years older than Groves, and he beat Groves. I mean, styles make fights. This is just an example. It's not really of any great relevance. But I personally think there's a way bigger difference in the quality of skill set. There's a big difference in the skill set between Usyk and Dubois. Way bigger than the difference in skill set between Froch and Groves. So that's just an example. I mean, everybody gets old at some point. Father Time is undefeated, but Usyk's discipline in that he's probably prolonging his career just because he's disciplined and lives clean. I mean, I also think Usyk has best feet in heavyweight boxing, probably the best hands and the best feet. He's not necessarily a big one-punch knockout artist, but he's got a fantastic engine, a fantastic work rate. He can up it when he needs to. Late in a fight, he can just up the gears, can't he? And you don't see many other heavyweights doing that. You've also got, you've got Beterbiev. He's still an elite fighter at the age of 40, isn't he? So he's another guy that is very disciplined and lives the life. So it shows it can be done. And he's not had a lot of real hard fights in heavyweight. Usyk, yeah, well, the Fury fights are probably hard fights, but he never really gets caught clean. So I don't really think he's got as many miles on the clock as some would perceive. I mean, he has had a long amateur career, so I dare say it'll take its toll. But many people will tell you that amateur boxing and professional boxing are two totally different things, really. I think both his movement and skill set, his discipline, and all these things that are key to victory. And his brain, I think he's got a fantastic boxing brain. He can adapt in so many different ways. I don't really think Dubois can do that. I'm not knocking Dubois. I think he is one of the best heavyweights around at the moment. He kind of tends to come in straight lines more, and he's just programmed to do a certain thing. I don't think he's got the ability to adapt in the way that Usyk does. And Usyk, he didn't have too much trouble in the first fight, did he? I mean, how many rounds did Dubois win? How many rounds could you give Dubois? Not many. Not many, if any. I mean, his fights were Big Baby Miller, Hergovich and Joshua. that for me, that's, I mean, this is only my opinion as a fan. They are no real preparation in my book for fighting somebody like Usyk. They're all good wins, yeah, but the skill set, probably Hrgovic had the best skill set out of that three. And there was some people citing about headbutts that Dubois was on doing with Hrgovic, because Hrgovic got stopped in cuts, didn't he? He's got a tough chin, Hrgovic. He's quite prepared to. He's quite good at taking a shot as well as giving it. So I don't really think these fights are. I mean, they're good wins. There's no doubt about that. I'm not knocking them, but for preparation to fight Usyk, it's pretty difficult to prepare to fight Usyk, really, isn't it? Because he is I would say he's a modern great. He'll probably be appreciated more when he's gone, because he doesn't really get the what would you say, praise he deserves, I don't think, at the moment. They're always, all the media and that is trying to whip up this pro Dubois narrative. And the way I see it, I think all this, the way Don Charles and all that behave, calling Usyk a cheat and all that, I think that's only going to turn folk against Dubois. Now, that's not necessarily Dubois' fault, but his team are making all this noise and swagging off Usyk, which to me is totally disrespectful. So what do I think is going to happen? I think Usyk will repeat his, be a repeat of the first fight. He will bamboozle Dubois. Probably later in the fight, he'll baffle him with movement, and Dubois will be getting hit for so many angles. He'll probably feel like he's surrounded. Dubois has always got a puncher's chance. He is a big puncher. But there's no point having a nuclear bomb if you've got no method of delivering it, is there? So, can he catch Usyk? You can never say never. Is he going to try and fight rough or dirty? What's the ref going to be like? What's the judges going to be like? I've always had a fear, as many of you probably have had as well, that Usyk is going to get diddled on the cards. I mean, I think it was it the second Joshua fight and the first Fury fight were split decisions, which for me, that they were never split decisions. It was clear wins for Usyk in my book. And I think most boxing fans that I speak to tend to agree with that. But feel free to comment yourself in the comment section. For me, Usyk is going to baffle him, and he is a magician, isn't he, Usyk, really? He'll put on a masterclass, I think. He's not going to hang around forever, but I don't think he's done yet, you know. I haven't really seen much evidence slipping much, but we'll wait and see. It will all be revealed on Saturday night. Yeah, so could be either points or maybe an 11th or 12th round stoppage for Usyk. I think Usyk wants to. I think he's really motivated for this fight after Dubois jumped in the ring after his good victory over Fury and crashed the party, you know. It's the same when Usyk beat Dubois. There was all this Don Charles and Frank Warren and that making this big shouting about it not being a low blow, which was a low blow in my book. It was deemed to be a low blow from the refs, so I mean, they all need to get over that. That's Usyk says it's in the past, isn't it? So, like Dubois is no keen on getting asked what happened in the 9th round, is he? So there you are. So we shall wait and see. But that's my pick. Usyk by either late stoppage or points. Prefer it to be late stoppage because I don't want any controversy with bad judging or referees. And we see it all too often, don't we? So, okie dokie, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching, and please like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment. And you maybe have a look at Canada's boxing channel. We did a 5-way video with them. If you haven't seen it already, it's worth having a look. There's one on this channel as well. So, okay, guys, hope you're all well. You enjoy the boxing on Saturday night. Okay, till the next time. Cheers.